recently have been involved in a what we call an arbitration case. Does everybody know what that is? I can't talk about the case specifically, but I want to talk about kind of what the results of the case were and why they turned out that way, in my opinion. So one of my joys in this business, unlike a lot of you, isn't showing homes. It isn't going on listing appointments. That's not what I really enjoy about this business. What I enjoy are the hard things, the things that most people can't solve. That's the part that I thrive on, right? So one of those tends to be, I don't want to say conflict, but it's conflict, right? It's one person doesn't agree with somebody else, and those two people can't realize that there needs to be a win-win that comes out so that both parties are happy, right? So recently got to be a part of an arbitration case. It was a tragic ending for one person and a joyful ending for another. And that's never a good way for these things to go down, but that's how this one ended up. And I want to tell you that Signature was successful. We won. Whatever that looks like, right? We were able to go into this arbitration and we were able to share and get the people who got to make that decision to lean our way and give us a decision over winning some commission. And I want you to know that it wasn't a small amount of money. It was more than double what most Americans make every year. Okay, it was a lot of money that was at stake for one commission. The only reason we were able to win, not the only reason, I think we were able to win because we were on the right. Okay, but I believe that one reason why we were able to show that was because the agent in our office did a fantastic job of recording any and all communications with their client through email, through text, through phone call. They reiterated phone calls in their notes. Like we had step by step from day one till the day that this thing was a problem. You guys all realize that you never have a problem until when?
Until you have a problem.
Yeah, you don't ever plan for it, you don't know about it, but when you have it, suddenly it becomes a problem, right? Well, luckily in this case, and again, I'll tell you, this was a substantial amount of money. We were able to get the people to lean our way because we had great notes. So if you don't have a system in place, and this is coming straight from my broker, I've struggled with this because somebody lost a huge amount of money. Luckily, it wasn't us. But somebody now has to figure out how to get that money back. And I don't know how that person will do that. It's not my problem. But it is my concern for you because I don't want to be on that side. We will defend you to the end every time. But if we don't happen to win, you get to pay the money back, right? So I don't want that to happen. And I want you guys to get better at keeping better notes. You need to know, you need to be able to recall 1 year from today, what happened with every one of your clients today. And by the way, this happened a year ago, right? It took a whole year to get through the process before we could get in front of a panel who could then decide what was going to happen. And I will tell you, the agent who has to pay the money back wasn't very well prepared. In fact, they came with a very, I don't really understand or don't really care that I'm in this position kind of scenario, right? So we won't let you come with that kind of scenario because we're well prepared for these things as a company, as your brokers. We're on top of that. We understand how that works. We're going to do our best, okay? But I need you to keep good notes. I could not have gone there. And Vandana, and by the way, this is all Vandana. Vandana did a fantastic job in front of this panel. If we didn't have the agent sitting next to her and whispering in her ear, don't forget about this, don't forget about that, here it is, and here it is, this is when it happened, it's on note. We could give that information to the panel at that moment. I mean, we were going and getting emails from a year ago on the fly and sending them to the chair so that he could read them to see what really had happened in this case. So I don't want to end this on a down note. I want to end this on a positive. And the positive is we were able to recover that money for our agent in this company. And we'll do the same for you if you can, for us, keep great records. So figure out how to get all of your information into SkySlope. Every email that you send on every one of your transactions should be in SkySlope. I don't know if you know this, but there's an email address for every single one of your files. 123 Main Street, whatever that is, there's an email address that automatically gets assigned to SkySlope when you start the file. That should be a CC in every email that goes in and out because it automatically puts it into your SkySlope file. You get that? You don't have to do anything other than include an email address and it records all that. Same with all your texts, by the way. Take all of your texts, put them into an email form, put them onto a PDF, put them in something and email them to that file. Now they're there and we'll have them in a year or 18 months or whatever that looks like so that we can use that information to help defend your actions out in the field on a day-to-day basis, all right? So keep great records. Tricia?
Can we take our, so if we haven't used the CC for SkySlope, instead of tediously going through our previous emails, can we just do a forward to that now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You not only can you, but you should.
Yeah, okay.
Like you should go back for any file. Look, I use Gmail and I've got folders for Gmail for days. And about, I don't know, 8 months ago, a year ago, Alyssa, we had this sudden aha of, oh crap, this is malpractice at the best possible level. We need all of this information that's sitting in my Gmail account in my SkySlope, right? So, by the way, before I was even with the company, I don't even know if the company knows this, I created a file and put things in there that are before I was here because SkySlope's going to keep a better record than I'm going to keep, right? So, emails, text, reiterate phone conversation through an email. Even if you just email it to SkySlope, I would say email it to the person you had the phone conversation with. That's your best protection, but please keep better records, keep great records. We were victorious because we had great records, and hats off to the agent in the company that already had that done and already put us in a great position. And by the way, we have 3 more of these to go in the next, I don't know, couple of months, right? So this is something that happens more than you may think that it does, and that's another protection that this company does for you at a very high level. So please keep better records.
Awesome.